Today we're at the California Auto Museum in Sacramento, where they have this fantastic 1977 AMC Pacer. We've pulled this out of the collection. We're gonna go over it, get it running, and drive the heck out of it. I'm Alan Galbraith with the Concours de Limons, and this is On the Road Again. Now I've got with me here Joe Van Sickle, who is kind of in charge of the Pacer. Hi Joe, how you doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good.
So,
despite all the smoke.
So tell me the story about this Pacer. How did it come to the museum and what's going on with it right now?
Okay, well evidently the museum has had this car for over 20 years. According to the records that they have in the office, the car drove in here 22 years ago. For 20 years then it has sat here. So we came and put a battery in it. So a battery after 20 years was dead, so we put a battery in it. Tried turning it over, and it turned over quite well. So then we poured some gasoline, some fresh gasoline into it, and the thing started right up, unbelievably, after 20 years. So then the fuel that we poured into it was separate from the gas tank that's on the car. So we had to drain all the old gasoline. That's 20-year-old gasoline. By that time it was probably kerosene or fuel oil or who knows what it was. We drained that out. That was a lot of work. And then we found out when we tried driving it that one of its brakes had locked up. So we had to crawl under it and get the brakes unlocked. See, it was running a little bit rough. So we're doing a tune-up, putting new spark plugs in it, new spark plug wires, a distributor cap, and a rotor in it. It has, for a 1977, it was somewhat advanced in that it has an electronic ignition in it. But unfortunately, AMC evidently procured 2 different distributors for it. So the parts that we brought in this morning to do the tune-up are of one type, and the distributor that we have is of a different brand. So we're doing some juggling with the O'Reilly's Auto Parts to try to paste this thing together. A car that's what? It was 77, so that's what? That's a 60-year-old car.
Woohoo! It lives again! So we got it up and running. Joe did all the work. What we're going to do is take it around the museum parking lot and get it outside in the light of day for the first time in a long time. Let's go. It's not too often you get to drive a car around inside a museum. So it's just a little low on power steering fluid?
A little bit low on the power steering fluid, so I'll put some of this in there.
Well, we didn't get too far, only from over there to over here. Okay, take 2. We're going to see if we get more than about 10 feet this time. like I was saying. Oh, the steering works now. That's a good thing. When you're driving around inside a museum, you need steering. So something you don't normally get to do is drive a car in a museum.
So here we're being held up by a Maserati.
I think we can get past. After a fashion, the lights work. This is a very old car after all.
Okay, so this will be, we're not quite sure the brakes work.
Well, that's a good time to shut out the brakes is when you're going down the ramp, right? Excellent.
Okay, great. Did you want to ride back in?
I'll follow you back in. So we got it up and driving. It's running under its own power. We're going to check a few things more out on it, and then we're going to take it out to some events and let everyone see it.